You knew all the answers to his questions, and I didn't. So I think.
I think maybe
I'm the dunce.
I didn't say it. I just
The monkey would be the thing.
Okay.
All right. So before we start, I have to give you your very serious Hollywood direction. Are you ready for your serious Hollywood direction?
Yes.
I have to teach you how to use scissors.
Okay.
Because people see a box and see scissors and do this. And I go, what are you doing? And they go, opening a box. And I go, that's not opening a box. What you want to do is use the scissors like a box, hold them like a box cutter, and then cut like that. And of course, cut from the back, because I'll need the labels later. When you leave, I'm going to catalog these and add them to the museum. And of course, the next direction is when you see a box, you don't read the label, the address, and go, this came from Bob Smith of 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
No giving away people's private addresses.
Yes.
And 1313 Mockingbird Lane is the address of
Monsters.
You are so good.
Good
This is
job.
incredible. Okay, now we're really impressed. You got all the other, but that's like the weirdest, most obscure answer. She got it like bam. Yeah. Meanwhile, me on the other hand, when I started doing unboxings, I had no clue.
Oh.
So I thought it was the Addams Family. So for a whole year, I did unboxings saying the Addams Family, and then one day I thought, is it really the? I mean, it's an unboxing. Who cares? It's not rocket science. You're opening a box. But then I thought maybe I'm giving people fake news. So I thought I should look this up, and I looked around. Oh my God! It's not the Addams Family. It's then. And then I thought, who is it? What is 13? So I looked it up. I was like, it's the Munsters. I was like, oh, that's why I remember it. Then what's the Addams Family's address?
There's changes because there's some versions where they're in Central Park, and then there's sometimes they're upstate.
So.
How do you know all this?
I like Charlie.
You're like, they have the summer home and the winter home. So they're like,
she had a full fire childhood or no life, one or the other.
A little bit of both.
Exactly. You know, I tell people that, you know what, people are like so impressed by Plato and Aristotle and all they know, but the truth is they didn't have cable TV, they didn't have television, they didn't have radio, they didn't have YouTube. So you know what? They sat on the beach and memorized stars and figured out everything. We memorized more than they ever memorized. I could say McDonald's and you know the jingle and what it looked like. I could say the Flintstones. She's got, meet the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Do you have any jingles and silly songs we know and commercials? And like, we've memorized more than Plato, Aristotle, and Socrates combined and multiplied by 10 just by the YouTube videos, you know. You know, forget Beatles songs. You know, you've memorized every freaking song known to mankind. Yeah, they didn't do any of that. They just looked up. So you know what? They got the stars pretty good. We would have blown them out of the water.
The stars didn't even have names to learn. They just made up the names
Exactly.
themselves. So they're just like, I'm going to call this thing this.
Exactly.
That looks like my mom.
The Addams Family address, the first one was the 13 Adams Lane. And then the second one was 13 Cemetery Lane to compete with that. But you're right, they had stuff all over the place. Next thing I have to add, when I say hi, I'm Denny Daniel. I'm here with
Karen Briscoe.
and
Kevin Snipes.
And you don't have to give us your,
Okay,
your email accounts, your bank accounts, your social security numbers. But if you do decide to tell me your email and bank accounts, please tell me first before the rest of them. It's only fair that I clean it up
first
before
dibs.
they do. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And the next thing I have to add is, for the Hollywood divas from California, do you guys need like hair and makeup? Or the craft food truck with the cookies in it? Because those sad
lipstick
It looks good.
Okay, because I'm
Wait,
like,
hold on.
That's why you were fixing your face on the way here. You didn't even. I was like, why are you fixing your face?
No, I didn't actually know. Just like I was just thirsty, so I was like, oh, we just double check.
She was doing her makeup on the sidewalk as we were walking. I was like, what are you doing?
Because we have the truck come in tomorrow at 4 o'clock. You'd have to wait there until tomorrow.
Also, I'm a woman of a certain age. So.
All right, so you guys ready?
Ready.
Excellent. Away we go. So I do this like a 42nd Street shell game, which I'm born and raised in New York, and I remember the 42nd Street shell game, where a guy showed up with 3 shells. He put a quarter under one of the shells. He mixed up the shells, and if you guessed which shell had the quarter, you would win something. The only difference here is I don't have 3 shells. There isn't a quarter under any of my packages, and you win nothing. So ethically, it's exactly like a New York shell game if you think about it. But there is one similarity. I am going to mix up the boxes.
Oh,
so here is me mixing up the boxes. Are you guys
Ready.
confused?
So confused.
Oh my
No
God,
idea.
good, because otherwise I'd have to do this all day long. Okay, so pick a box. Everyone gets to pick a box.
You can pick first.
No. You pick first.
We might be here all day. No,
Those
that
are
one?
big box, yes.
smart guy. And go ahead, you pick something. Excellent.
color
And we'll
this
do
one.
this one together. So here is your Scuffles.
Ooh, red. This is what I needed.
I know, I picked the cool one. And we'll do this one together.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
Klee. What is it? Not
Castle
this-
Films. It's smoke
It's
movie.
films?
Enjoy movies for all occasions from Castle Films.
Let me see which film it is.
And then there's, oh, this is like a, it seems like a roll. Yep. So,
Oh, this is movies' greatest headlines.
okay.
So these are, oh, let me think, wait, who sent this? Let me look at the name.
Aqua Babies?
Yes.
Oh, I know who this is.
Mermaids?
This is my buddy Stu. Stu, which I just left Massachusetts. This is great. I can say his name. Stu is a dear friend. He's amazing. This is so funny because I literally got off the phone with him like in the past 24 hours
Oh.
several times. And I just called him on the way here to tell him, Stu, I can't stop by your house and see what else you got because I got to get here for you.
And then he
So
said,
Stu, I left so that I could do this presentation for these people and they open your box. How ironic is that? So this is great. This is a quiz show one.
oh.
So it's the greatest headlines, but it tells you like, you know, where did this happen? And they show you the Hindenburg.
Oh.
Oh,
And do you remember?
in the sky. That's what happened.
Not in the ocean, because then it wouldn't have happened.
Yikes.
It was New Jersey.
Oh,
Who
wow.
would have guessed?
Oh, the humanity.
The humanity. And that's because it was in New Jersey, not because it was blowing up. And this one is Aqua Babes. This is really cute. It's actually kids, you know, doing like acrobatic aqua stuff, you know, water sport things and water, you know, things. This is really a cool one. And I thought there was a third. Is there a third? No, there isn't. That's it. 2 films. Cool. So that's
you're
really,
still
that's going to be part of our 16
This has been super wrapped. I've got
Oh.
3 layers so far.
They're making
But
sure.
they keep making more and more layers.
Oh,
It's like one of
Wow.
those Russian dolls. And then I'll keep opening this one. Oh, good. This one out. His first, and then the one together.
Might be a record, maybe? Maybe a
Oh,
record.
careful.
Ooh.
Those records are very
Ooh,
fragile.
It looks like it's already like a little crack.
So this, oh boy, let's make sure they didn't break because they break. Oh,
Oh,
he did break it. I told him to pack it well.
he did.
He did
pretty
pack
well,
it pretty
though.
well, though, didn't he? He
Yeah.
came in all this, yeah. But it still cracked 3 times.
Oh wow.
This one is called Since Ford Apologized to Me. And it's a really cool record about Henry Ford was actually very anti-Semitic. And he did he actually published a magazine, The International Jew, which I have a copy of, and it's just nuts. The guy was nutty. I mean, you know, it's the Ford and whatever. I tell the fun story about it, but there's like an undercurrent of crazy.
Yeah.
So apparently there was one publication that he did that it became a bit of a scandal. People found out, and he had to like kind of apologize to it. So some guy wrote a spoof of it, going, "Oh, thank God Henry Ford apologized, and now I love Hitler." Thank God, it's really good. You know, I'm paraphrasing, but it's basically a spoof on the fact that it's like, oh, so we're all good, right?
Problem
It's
solved.
really cute. It's
The apology
really,
solved
really cute.
everything.
Yeah, and it was kind of not quite much of an apology because he kept publishing.
Right.
It never stopped. So this is the one we're doing together. What do we got here? What does it say? I can't even see.
What is a painting?
Oh, this is another ironic one because I left Massachusetts literally because of just now I was with Abigail, who's an amazing archivist, brilliant, works on these famous paintings, and I saw her, finally got to see her home where she has hundreds of her daddy's paintings, and they're stunning as hell. And she's an amazing archivist and historian and did museum studies. So she took me around the house and taught me all these great things. She is brilliant beyond belief. So I said, we should have her talk at a speakeasy. So I have to get some films on paintings. So this one is What is a Painting? And it's kind of one of these things that you'd have at a school on 16mm film, and the teacher would show you this. And this one is, if I recall, it's done by the Metropolitan Museum of Art, if I'm not
Oh, wow.
mistaken. It's a very, very famous curator, and she knew everything. She knew who he was and all the paintings that he talks about. I think one of them is Whistler's Mother, which we all know.
Yeah.
So this is going to be very cool to show. And it's so funny that we opened both things that were from Massachusetts, and I literally just got off the boat from Massachusetts, well, off the car from Massachusetts. So and 80% of people that open up items in the museum, it has to kind of do with them, or it has some sort of ironic thing. What do you guys do anyway?
I work for a theater, so
Really?
yes.
So that's perfect.
Yeah.
You opened up what would be showing at a theater,
Yeah.
16mm films. That's perfect. And what do you do?
I'm a writer.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So that's kind of perfect too, because this is, is also a writer and has done a lot of writing. So she's going to speak about this because she's published quite a few times. So this is
Fantastic.
really ironic. Yeah. So that's fun. So thank you, you
Thank
guys,
you.
for
Thank
being
you.
fantastic
This is
curators.
great.
And thank you, Abigail and Stu, for some fantastic things. And now you guys are museum curators, and that's my show.
Thank you.
Thank you. And let's say bye to the world. Bye, world.
Bye.